Welcome back to the Fortress. Let's get straight into it. What's fresh in our minds?
Liverpool United.
Liverpool bottled it at Anfield. It's straight into Trent, right? I'm angry, to be honest. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so shit.
Yeah, we saw Roy Keane even at half time flaming him before any goals had gone in, saying, don't mind Real Madrid, Tranmere Rovers are knocking, you know what I mean? And actually, my research, they're currently 20th in the League 2, 5 points off relegation, so they're flirting with the non-league. So that's not ideal. But if you really look at the game, not only was he at fault for both the goals, he went off after them, he should have been off way before that, but his attitude, his lack of desire to get back and help his teammates.
Attitude.
Yeah, exactly.
You just like, if you see the first goal where Bruno Fernandes gives a pass into Martinez, he walks with him. He's like, someone else get him, la.
Yeah.
He walks in, plays a pass in, and then he jogs behind Martinez. Martinez revs into the top corner. It's fucking unbelievable.
Great finish, FIFA.
And then like the fact we were like, oh, we're going to batter Man United. We're gonna batter them, and then they actually fucking played well. It pissed me off. Like if you saw them, the fucking heat map, their average positions. Like, I know it's kind of waffle.
So
right?
structured.
That's waffle, but it was actually it looked so structured. Like they played well. We played kind of poorly, and they got a point. It just pissed me off, to be honest. Like,
but fair play though, fair play.
I mean, yeah, fair play. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. So let's move on to the next game. Yet again, Arsenal have dropped points to Brighton for the second time this season in a 1-1 draw. Starting off straight away, was it a penalty?
I think so, Jeff. I mean, you look at it and there's the whole rule of, Saliba gets the ball, but if there's a follow through,
no, he doesn't. You're being a clown again. Do you even know? Have you seen the penalty? You sound like an idiot. No, Saliba did not get the ball. That's waff. Have you seen the clip?
He touched the ball, like.
No, I didn't really. Like,
but he follows through, and it's just. If it was a foot, it's a certain penalty. So I don't see why it's different for a head. And also, bang, you know what I mean? That's powerful shit, like.
Like, it's everyone saying, I've never seen that given before. I've never seen anyone pirouette and head kick someone.
There's a first for everything.
Same thing, exactly. He's twatted him in the box with his head. Like, I don't know how you're arguing. Like, João Pedro flicked it. He's actually in control of the ball. He flicks it up, heads it, Sleeve comes in, bang.
Yeah, Arsenal are in trouble.
How's it not a penalty?
They had about, XG. You can argue all day about XG. They had about 0.8 XG to Brighton's like 1.5, 1.6, but they had a penalty, so it was about even. But now Saka's been out injured, obviously. So you're relying on a 17 or 18-year-old Ethan Nwaneri, who's now got injured with a muscle injury, I believe.
I'm not clear.
So he could be out for weeks. So who did they play right wing? Martinelli, he's knackered. Trossard, he's a bench warmer.
I think they need to sign someone like right now in the January transfer window. Otherwise, they're finished. Like how many points they dropped in their last like 3 or 4 games? I think they won against Brentford there 2 weeks ago, and that was like or even last week actually. And that was their first like win in a while. I think like our biggest enemy right now will be if we actually start doing badly. Like, to be honest, like Forrest are behind us. Nunes. Oh, let's talk about Darren Nunes real quickly.
We were just talking about Arsenal.
No, I don't care. Let's talk about Darren Nunes.
5 yellow cards. He's missing our next game, and which is actually more than he has goals and assists in the Premier League.
More yellow cards and goals and assists. Like, I love him so much. I'm a Nunes defender. I love Darwin. Like, I have like many Darren Nunes jerseys. I feel like, and this is genuinely from a fan, right? I'm feeling like you know how much I love Darren Nunes. He comes on now. I don't get that same like oh my god, he's on, and I can't wait to see him like play, and like really hope he scores. He just kind of pisses me off. like the foul, who was it on delete?
It's so pointless. Like,
he just went twatted him into the net, but for zero reason. Like, it kind of makes me sad, to be honest. Like,
he had 3 touches in the whole game, and not only that, when the game was done, I saw Roy Toss Football's video, and he was showing his love hearts to fans. Like, read the room. Like, you know what I mean? The fans are pissed, and then apparently there's reports now coming out of Anfield that there's fights in the dressing rooms, and Trent and Nunez and the rest of the team taking sides, and like, are the wheels coming off a bit? Like,
you're so reactionary. the wheels are not coming off the bus. We're still 6 points clear with the game at hand, and like there's gonna be a bit of shit in the dressing room because it's a big game. Everyone's it's a heated environment. Like, Trent has had a stinker. Van Dijk's been shouting at him. Salah's obviously probably angry as well. Darwin, obviously, I don't know what Darwin. Yeah, I don't even know if Darwin speaks English, to be honest, when he's getting angry. Like what was he saying? Like,
yo soy Nunez. Type shit. Like,
let's just move on before I have an absolute conniption about that fella, right? Anyway, Chelsea have dropped more points to Crystal Palace. That's now, is that 4
2
games
points from
or
the
5
last
games
12.
without a win?
2 points from the last 12.
2 from the last 12.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, fair play to Crystal Palace for actually playing well, I guess, and holding on. But like Chelsea, what happened to this? Like, I know that again, they never openly admitted we're going to win the league, but like, let's be honest. I've seen a few Chelsea fans in my comment section saying, "Just you wait, we're going to win the league."
I mean, you look at their team and they've great players individually all around the pitch, but they have no real experience. You know, you look at their, and also they've quite a changing kind of defensive line. You know, you have people like Adebayo stepping in who's knackered. You know, you've Levi Colwill. Is he maybe too young? Is he ready for it potentially? You've Kukurea, who's a bit of a liability defensively. Malo Gusto, who's quite good, but then you look at Reece James, he's always injured. Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Jadon Sancho, Nicholas Jackson. These are all very young players who lack the ability to see out a game and to actually take 3 points in every game.
I would say they have some fantastic forwards and like really good midfielders. And it's kind of the defense that lets them down. And I've said before that defense will not win a league title. But to play devil's advocate, like, they haven't scored goals in their last 5 games. I mean, like, Palmer has got 2 goals, and like that's carried them through. They had a 0-0.
Yeah.
They lost 2-0, and they had 2 1-1 draws, or the 2-2 draw to Fulham. Like,
they lost 2-1 to Fulham.
They're not. Oh, sorry, yeah, they only scored 1 against Fulham.
Yeah.
So they've only
Palmer,
scored 3 goals in the last 5 games, and they've all been Palmer.
But yeah, Palmer can only do so much to drag a team, you know, in the way they're performing. Like,
is Jackson back to being Jackson? Is that what we're saying here?
I don't know. He was looking at the real deal at the start of the season. Let us know in the comments, is Jackson a fraud or not? He's on fraud watch for sure. Like.
Speaking of fraud watch, Big Ange is on the topics yet again. Spurs have lost again to Newcastle, and at home as well. The atmosphere was flat. They never looked like really getting back into it. Like the Solanke goal, brilliant. Then Newcastle go 2-1 up, and just flat. There's nothing from Spurs. They offered nothing really. Like.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, Newcastle were all over them. And in the second half, maybe 70-odd minutes or so in, Spurs started to show a bit of fight. They started to show, you know, we actually want to win this game.
But what is it?
Too little, too late.
Too late, again.
But, yeah, again, as I said last week, Dragusin, positionally inept. He's crap. He's actually so crap, like. And he was completely at fault for the Isak goal, if you want to call it that, I suppose. But you could say it's also, you know, he's a poacher.
No,
like, he's ready for a poacher.
I mean, giving a little bit of leeway to him, I guess. The defense is bad, as in they have injuries. I mean, is it 8 of their starting 11 out? Or something? I don't know. I'm not a Spurs fan. I'm not complaining all the time. But they're shit at the moment. And they're not as bad as Man United right now.
If they don't dip into the transfer market and give back up to players like Archie Gray, who was seeing minimum minutes, and then has suddenly been dropped into the deep end. He's playing every single game.
A bit like Jarrell Kwanzaa last season.
They need to buy some FIFA points. You know what I'm saying? Like, cheap transfer market, snipe a few players, bid a few players, accidentally add the transfer targets, that kind of thing.
We know money, mate. Anyway, Man City 4, West Ham 1. Again, I want to say City back to winning ways, but it's West Ham. We smacked them 5-0 last week. They've conceded like 7 goals in their last 3. No, sorry, not 7, like 12 I meant. They're not very good. Let's be real.
Yeah, if any of you are watching Premier Sport, you'll know the hate is real for City at the moment. I mean, they did win 4-1, but at the same time, when you actually look at the game, they weren't actually all that. And if anything, the Savinho goal was it was actually against the run of play, which is unusual to say about City at home to a team like West Ham. But West Ham would feel hard done by not to have scored a goal in that first half, and they would have felt like they deserved something. Like.
City looked vulnerable still, and West Ham putting balls over the top. They're still getting in behind. Again, like any better team will score. You know, a Liverpool, a Forest. You know, any team challenges the title will punish them. And I can't wait to play them.
Do you think players like Kudus get snatched up in the January window?
I don't know. I feel like right now he's kind of probably West Ham level. Like he's one of their better players, along with Jared Bowen. Like
the service isn't there. Let's be real.
Where would Kudus go?
Arsenal maybe. Saka. That's a great replacement. Actually,
that's a good replacement. I mean, like. If Saka was fit, I would say definitely not. I don't think.
And Nwaneri is out as well, so he has time to settle down. And also, like, Saka does need, you know, backup because he's being ran to the ground. He'll be retiring in his mid-20s. Like the rate he's going.
I think if Kudus wants to be a starter for any side, it'll be a sideways move. Like he's not going to go anywhere much higher than West Ham. Really,
I feel like maybe he has to prove himself a bit more before he gets the big jump, because at the moment he's stinking up the gaff. But it's West Ham under Lopetegui. And they're not creating any chances, so he doesn't really have much to work with, does he? And he did hit the post against us, I suppose, but that's about it, really.
And he was offside at other times.
You're right, he's offside, mate.
Anyway,
The next game is Southampton versus Brentford at St Mary's. They're well and truly going down by January. And yeah, to be honest with you, Mbumo, he's the upper echelons. You know what I mean? I haven't seen creativity like that since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? 2 goals, 2 assists, and also Vissa firing first away win of the Premier League this season. And shout out to Thomas Franklin and Mbumo and Vissa and them, man.
I mean, if you're doing all that, I was going to say a big shout out to Vissa. I saw a video today by Henry Chung on TikTok. He said Vissa has the same amount of goals as Ivan Toney, and I think just 1 less assist. Now, in saying that, it's far less games, but also
no
far
penalties.
less minutes. No pens as well, but far less minutes. I mean, because Vissa's been a sub and like getting managed minutes for like years now compared to where Toney was. So Toney could have been overrated in that way.
This is what I've been telling you, man. The ball players get so disrespected. You look back in time, John Joe Shelby, and now you've got players like Vissa and Mbumo who are cooking under the radar. Like, they deserve a big move. If they had a head of hair, they'd be getting that move.
Moving on to the next segment, though, for better or for worse. So my for better or for worse this week it's of course Trent Alexander-Arnold. He was just, again, the attitude, lazy, not getting back, poor attempting these Hollywood passes constantly. And, we all know he can make these amazing passes, put on a sixpence. He just didn't. Every pass was just, like, intercepted, didn't get off the ground nearly.
The first goal, he just doesn't get his head up, but he's passed it blindly into an area.
Yeah, the first goal, it's a poor pass to begin with. Okay, fair enough, poor pass. Get back, defend, make up for your mistake.
Doesn't.
He walks along with Fernandes. Fernandes glides past him easily. Then he makes no attempt to get back goal side of Martinez, and just Martinez, arrives into top corner.
I mean, I could do the same thing as you and jump on the Trent hate bandwagon, but I don't fancy doing that because he's been a great servant for us over the years. So instead,
it's better or worse of the week.
So instead, I went for Darwin Núñez, of course. As we mentioned earlier, he has 5 yellow cards, and this season the Premier League only has 4 goals and assists combined. And he misses our next game as well. He had 3 touches in the game against United, had 0 impact. Literally all he did was get a yellow card, which only hindered us. We'd been better with 10 men, honest to God. His pressing was just a bit underwhelming. He didn't really do much, to be honest. His definition of 0 impact, really.
2 Liverpool fans going at their own 2 players. That's shocking.
You're part of it. What do you mean? Think you're higher than me or something?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to Premier League predictions for next week. Let's put them up here now. There's somewhere here. Here we are. Wait, is there midweek football? No, let's not bother the EFL. We'll go just Prem.
EFL? Are you mad? We're not doing EFL.
The League Cup. I said EFL.
Ah.
Anyway, starting us off with a 7:30 kickoff. Brentford City. Brentford hosting City.
That'd be dangerous for City,
I think Brentford pack City in, honestly. How fast is that counter-attack? Mbumo Vissa and Shade, unbelievable. Like,
he's lightning.
they're going to get him behind like
He's
every
rapid.
2 seconds. And again, Brentford's home form, they're going to cook.
British should have McQueen in the back of his shirt. And all that.
Then we have Chelsea at home to Bournemouth, and another cracker. Honestly,
No, honestly, I think Bournemouth gets something here. No, I know
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
I think Chelsea gets something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chelsea
Change
might get
mentality,
something.
yeah.
They might get a point. You get me?
Yes,
Change the wording around that, please. Enough of that. West Ham at home to Fulham. It'll be a
It's
long.
just a bit of a nothing game, like.
It's a long day for West Ham.
Oh,
It's
no,
a
it is,
long
but,
day for West Ham.
but London Stadium's a fortress, though.
A fortress made of what? Lego. That's crazy. Yeah, I think Fulham packed them in 3-0 here, honestly. Then our beloved Liverpool away to Nottingham Forest, the City ground. That's a dodgy fixture. Possibly the toughest place to go at the moment.
Arne Slot's first only loss in the calendar year of 2024, which is crazy.
Is that managing all teams as well?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he was at Feyenoord, like.
I'm gonna back and say we're gonna win, like 2-1.
It's not gonna be easy.
I think 2-1.
One goal in it, like.
I think Slot showed that we're very good at bouncing back from bad performances. Like, I know we've only lost 1 game, but there are games where we've maybe drawn or lost, or sorry, not lost, drawn, but won but not played amazingly. And Slot, straight away is back at it. Change mentality, change tactics, whatever. So I think we'll bounce back at this game and win 2-1.
We can't underestimate as well the absence of Szoboszlai against United. His pressing really does go unnoticed, and I think the game against United really highlighted his lack of presence. When you've Jones, who's good but not quite the pressing machine that Szoboszlai is, and I think his work definitely goes under the radar. And that was the illness as well. He was there for United game, so I think he'll be back for this game against Forest. Definitely only 1 goal in. I'm going to say 3-2. I think the Forest ground gets up for it.
Then the Wednesday
City
fixtures.
ground's even. My bad.
Then the Wednesday fixtures: Everton at home to Villa. I think packed in.
They'll part the bus. 10 men, 12 men behind the ball. How many?
They will.
However many it takes.
Villa have been so inconsistent though. Like they'll get 2, maybe 3 wins, and then they'll just fall apart a little bit and get 2 draws and a loss. Like they can't seem to get going. If you know what I mean?
What you put that down to?
Using my tactical masterclass mind, I would say that is. I'd have to say it's been raining. I think.
They're just not a big club. I think one thing that's very underrated as well is Douglas Luiz leaving in the summer. I think he was such a steadfast,
I'm gonna say that.
first name in the team sheet kind of player. Went to Juventus. I think he's only played 2 or 3 games this season, and now there's a link. He's linked to a few Premier League clubs, one of which is Spurs, because they need bodies. They don't care what position. They just need men. You know what I mean? So like, he needs to move back to the Premier League because he's doing niche in that league. But I'm pretty sure his girlfriend is playing for the.
They got sent over in a package deal. it was like 50 mil for both.
2 for the 1.
2 for 1, literally. Then we have Leicester at home to Crystal Palace. Bit of a weird game that as well. Like Leicester, they have capabilities of performing okay in some games, and Crystal Palace again aren't fantastic, especially away from home. So like 1-1.
Back at 1-1 as well, to be honest.
Yeah, fair. Newcastle then hosting Wolves. That'll be a good game, I think. Wolves getting back a bit of form, although they did lose. They're losing as we speak, or have just lost as we speak to Nottingham Forest. So
let's go up to 3-0.
The 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
And 1 United plus 4.
90 plus 4. Newcastle are in good form. I'm gonna say like 4-0 Newcastle.
4-0. Is it at the Molyneux?
Yes, 4-0.
Is it at the Molyneux?
No, it's in St James's Park.
Oh, they're having a chance. They're having a hope. They're getting their pants pulled down to 3-0.
Then we have one of the biggest fixtures of the year, the North London Derby. Arsenal at home to Tottenham.
London forever.
What on earth? Anyway, at the Emirates, Tottenham again will probably be coming off the back of a loss in the EFL Cup and the FA Cup.
Only have a week and a bit to get all their men to get touched.
Tottenham are going to lose to Liverpool in the EFL Cup, and they're going to lose the Tranmere Rovers in the FA Cup.
They're playing Tranmere Rovers.
They started chanting when they got them. They're like, it's crazy. They're like, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. It's crazy.
They're going to win as well. Imagine they win.
Like I'm feeling a 2-2 draw for this one, to be honest. Like it's a classic North London Derby. Like Arsenal are missing all their forwards.
Less of that.
How?
Have you seen the state of Spurs' defence like?
Yeah, but who's going to attack that defence?
It's an easy 3-1.
Who's attacking that Spurs defence today or tomorrow? Or whenever the game
Mikel
is.
Marino, Guendouzi, Mohamed Elneny, and the like.
Mesut Ozil and them, man.
That's what their bench is moving at the moment. You know, they have no bodies. Like they've got like Odegaard, Trossard, Jesus, Havertz.
Unbelievable servants, man.
That's about it. They have no number 9. They have no winger that's capable. Martinelli doesn't count.
Then the last 2 games on the
Couldn't
Thursday.
beat Ashley Young, 39 years old, by the way.
The last 2 games on the Thursday, Ipswich at home to Brighton. It'll be a cracker. Ipswich are loving football in the Premier League right now.
The modern day Luton, as Shakespeare said.
Shakespeare. I'm feeling nothing really.
Delap masterclass.
I'm feeling Delap will do well.
He's in a bag on the penalty watch.
João Pedro and Delap double on the penalty. I'm going to say 2-2.
2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. And then the next game, United versus Southampton at Old Trafford. Hopefully United go back to their old smelly ways of playing football and just will be like...
They just send a message to Southampton and say, we're 7 points clear of relegation. You know what I mean?
If you play this every week, we can compete, is what Bruno Fernandes says. So let's be real. You're not competing. You're going down.
Look, there is a storm ahead.
Who said that?
Amarim. Portuguese. Portuguese.
Yeah, no. To be fair, I think United will beat Southampton like 1-0.
To be fair though, is it at St Mary's?
Huh?
Is it at St Mary's?
I told you it's at Old Trafford.
Doesn't matter. Old Trafford's falling down. It's a 32-0 Southampton.
Insert clips of rain in Anfield.
Actually no. 2-1. 2-1 Southampton. Walker Peters and what's that prick's name up top?
Southampton are winning.
What's that strike? Archer.
I thought it was Armstrong.
No, he's not good. Armstrong's the man, the guy who was injured, so he gave the T-shirt to the woman who predicted 5-0.
That's crazy.
Shamelessness.
Shout out to the woman who predicted 5-0 for her own team to lose and then had to get given a shirt
by Armstrong. You disgusted.
Anyway, that wraps up today's episode. To be honest, there was kind of a lot to talk about, but I'm just fuming about that Liverpool result. We'll be back. We might do a midweek episode about the EFL results. To be honest, if we lose, I will not be showing up for a while. But yeah, see you next one. Bye bye. Yo, family.